former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister and TDP Chief Chandrababu Naidu broke down at a press conference today. In fact, has said that will boycott assembly until 2024. He's alleged ugly character assassination by YSRCP netas.
ఎప్పుడు కూడా మా మిస్సెస్ నా భార్య రాజకీయాలకు రాలేదు. ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఆవిడెప్పుడు రాజకీయాలపైన ఆసక్తి లేదు. ఇప్పటికి కూడా 40 ఏళ్ళ తర్వాత వాళ్ళ నాన్న ముఖ్యమంత్రిగా ఉన్నా నేను సుదీర్ఘకాలం
All right, well, that of course, former Andhra Chief Minister in complete tears, completely breaking down there, so much so that he was unable to speak. He in fact went on to say that the assembly is like the Kaurava Sabha and said that there was ugly character assassination by the YSRCP and that he was not going to come back to assembly and will boycott assembly until 2024. So that's essentially what he has said. Let me go across to Soumit, who's joining us for more details here. Soumit, we saw that entire sequence there. Chandrababu Naidu clearly, to such an extent that he was not able to speak. He was that upset over what happened. And he's alleged, of course, that, the comments were made against his wife and he wasn't allowed to even defend that. And that's what upset him.
Well, Chandrababu Naidu is a very senior politician and, he was never seen breaking down so much. And he has made comments in the assembly today. Actually, one-day assembly was conducted today by the government. And he was speaking at the assembly, when he was not given chance. He said that he stood up and he said that, you are not giving me opportunity to deliver my statement also. And I couldn't take much and I will not stand in this assembly. And he immediately left the assembly. He said that, I'll only step into the assembly once I come back into the power and once I become the chief minister. And later after that, he conducted a press conference and he immediately started crying and he broke down and he said that, his wife, Bhuvaneshwari, who's not into politics and not related to politics since last many years, she was never, stepped into politics, but she was being targeted by the ruling party leaders. And he started crying for over 2 minutes. And, after that, even we can clearly see in Andhra Pradesh also, many protests have been erupted. And even on the other hand, YSRCP government is saying that, his wife is not being targeted. He himself, started targeting the YSRCP and he left the assembly. That is what we can hear from the ruling party.
Right. And Soumit, he's of course said that he's not going to go back or he's boycotting assembly until 2024. Now, after all of this, what's been the fallout? What are the kind of reactions that have been coming in?
Well, TDP is having over 10 MLAs in assembly, and after he stood up and delivered his statement, they said that he has actually compared the assembly with several history names. and he said that I'll not step into it. And immediately, along with him, all the TDP MLAs has left, the assembly, and immediately after that, he has conducted a press conference, and this episode has taken place. And now TDP leaders are saying that, we will go to the public and we will not go to the assembly until and unless, TDP comes to the power. And YSRCP leaders, we have to yet to hear from the top leadership. But as of now, they are saying that, he has triggered and he himself left the assembly. This is what, we can hear from the ruling party and also as well as from the TDP leaders.
All right, Soumya, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details.